All right, what is up, traders? What's up, tycoons? We got to talk about a silent sector in the market that has been really performing very well. Hey, lots of people have been saying since 2023 that it's only been seven stocks, the magnificent seven stocks. We're going to look at financials today. Have actually been performing very, very well. And this ratio chart here suggests that potentially we could go higher. Right now, we will take a look at a weekly time frame of the XLF. And then we'll take a look at some individual names, right? You've got JPM just pretty much going up in a straight line. Really, really amazing performance from JPM. Goldman Sachs been consolidating here for a long time, right? Can this finally break out and potentially retest its highs? Then there's Berkshire Hathaway, another one just hit its bullish price target up here, a little bit of a pullback. And then we've got Visa, all right, ticker symbol V, also looks really, really good, and MasterCard. Okay, so a lot of these stocks are moving, and the charts kind of look like tech stocks, right? And if someone was to just tell you, hey, what stock do you think this is? A lot of people may assume that they're tech stocks, but the financials have actually been performing very well. All right. But as always, the content provided on this channel is for informational and educational purposes only and is not intended to be relied upon as legal, financial, or investment advice. And if you're new to the channel, I started a completely free newsletter for you guys, giving out free, valuable finance and trading content related to the markets. And I also try to sprinkle in a free trade idea every single week for you guys. You can check out the website. Okay, there's a link in the description to sign up for it. And if you enjoy the articles that you see on the website, well, then you can go ahead and sign up to have those sent directly to your inbox. Or you can join the Investment Intelligence Discord. In the Discord, that's where you get access to all my different analysis and trade ideas, as well as custom scripts, indicators, and resources, being able to see things like dark pool levels, gamma levels, and much, much more. Okay, these were just some recent trades that we had, in the Discord. Some of the different trade ideas highlighting, the falling wedge, the cup and handle. That play turned out pretty nicely. Also, another one here that we had on Intel. That was another very nice trade. So let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay. Now, what we're looking at here is what's known as a ratio chart. So it's going to show you the relative performance. And in this case, we're looking at financials divided by the SPY. Okay, so when this goes up, it means that financials are outperforming the S&P 500. And when this goes down, it means that financials are underperforming the S&P 500. And we've got a little bit of a base here. Okay, we're building a base, and it does appear like we're potentially trying to break out. Okay, now this is a little bit of a fair value gap here, but we do have to keep in mind it's just a ratio chart. But we saw some similar things in this with oil, with energy, and some of the different energy sectors over the past couple of weeks. And what do you know? Last week we saw that energy was actually the top performing sector in the market. So I'm gonna keep an eye on financials, right? This setup looks good here, and it's very possible we could start to get some outperformance of financials relative to the S&P 500. Now, when you zoom out, you can see that really since the end, right before 2024 started, financials have pretty much been going up in a straight line, right? And it is getting really tight here. We've got this rising wedge, and we just came up and tapped former supply. So we're going to see if we can break this chart pattern a few ways, okay? And one of them would be maybe just some bullish consolidation to the side here, right? And that would set up a bull flag to potentially break through the highs here at 41.69. Or, this could turn into something like a leading diagonal where you see a false breakdown to the downside. Oftentimes those false moves lead to fast moves, and then you see a rally to the upside. Or, at the end of the day, this could just be a regular old rising wedge, and we could see it play out and take XLF back to $37. So, it's not necessarily the best buy right here from a risk to reward standpoint, but it is something that I do think people need to pay a little more attention to, as it's kind of just been swept under the rug, right? And really it's been performing like this, under the radar, going from $32, less than 32, all the way up to about 41, in a very short time period, in about one quarter. That's a significant move. That's a very, very significant move that we've seen in financials. And it's been carried by stocks like JPM. JPM, I'm looking, and the next target up here is going to be about 216. All right, that is the next price target. But right here, I'm more interested to see, hey, can we get a check back, right? Over here we got a breakout check back to a key zone, right? That was old supply. And then we come back down. And so I'll be really interested if JPM can check back down to about this 165 to about 172 area. Now, that may not happen, right? It may only check back down to 180. There's a level here of a former bullish price target of 180.83, and we pretty much just blasted right through that. So, these are some of the key levels where I would look for potential entries, right? And, at these areas, it's much easier to define your risk, set a stop loss just below some of these levels, and look to target some of the upside levels. So JPM, really, really amazing performance from this stock right here. Now, the next one we're going to look at is going to be Goldman Sachs. Okay, ticker symbol GS. We've got a nice base forming here. Okay, nice multi-year base on our weekly time frame. All right, and we're above 369. Now, above 369, I do like this one for longs up to 426 to retest some of those previous highs. And if we can break 426, the next level we're going to be looking at is 517.86. Now, been seeing lots of consolidation here. And so this could be good, right? I mean, we had a pretty, strong move to the upside, and now we've continued to make higher highs, continued to make higher lows through here. And we're going to see if we can continue trading in a little bit of this bearish, or I'm sorry, bullish channel that we've got right here, or if we can potentially break out and again come up to those 426 areas. We do have Jerome Powell and the FOMC coming up this week, so it will be a very important week. So keep a close eye on that 369 level. If we break below there, very possible we come back down to the 334 area on Goldman Sachs. Next one is going to be Berkshire Hathaway. Berkshire Hathaway has been trading very clean. We just hit the 1618 fib right here at 424.5. And, if we continue seeing some upside in this one, all right, that's going to be our next level of resistance here. And above there, we've got 465.21. If we were to get a little bit of a pullback and check back, I would look for some of these former highs right around 361 as potential areas of support. Right, then we've got Visa here. Visa also trading really good. Another one here with a nice multi-year base. So these are what these bases look like, right? I mean, these bases often lead to, strong breakouts. Okay, and so we looked at Goldman Sachs. And that one's been basing for a while, but hasn't broken out. These are what the charts look like often after you see these really large bases that they have. You tend to see strong moves to the upside. And so above 264, Visa looks like it's heading up to its target up here of 300. Right? And then we've got MasterCard, yet again, another one where you can really see these great examples of, here's a big base. And then after we break through that base, right, we have a very strong move to the upside. MasterCard just hit bullish price target here of 478. So, maybe if this one can get a check back down to 437, you can look for some potential entries there with the stop loss just below. Okay, that's going to be it for today's video. Just a quick one. I wanted to touch on financials with you guys. It's really been a strong performing sector. We're going to see if it can continue that strength or if tech is just going to continue to dominate the market. Don't forget to join the Discord. Okay, the link is in the description. All right, you can sign up for the newsletter. That's completely free. And if you enjoyed the analysis in today's video and you ever want to do a coaching session, right, maybe you have some questions you want answered, you want to go over some day trading dynamics or swing trading strategies, just click on the commissions page on my Ko-Fi page. There's a link in the description for that. And in there, you can book a 30-minute or a 1-hour session. They also have this little buy a coffee button, basically as a way to leave a tip or donation for the free valuable content I put out, such as the videos, the YouTube videos and the newsletter. And if you ever want a specific video on the topic of your choice, right, and you want to leave, a nice little detailed message or request, you can request a specific YouTube video on the Ko-Fi page here as well by clicking on the commissions tab too. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.